They've decided to revive it, and bring it back to everybody who loves and misses it so much. Guys, my name is Harvey Dent. Believe in this. Believe in all this I got going on. I've been lucky enough to meet this cast. I've been lucky enough to also participate with all of these amazing people to bring to everyone here and everyone in the internet Young Justice Abduction.
Yeah!
Why don't we start out with a little peek of what's going on here? How about that?
Yeah, let's do it.
Let's do that.
This is the Long Beach Comic-Con promo we filmed especially for this panel. So we built a little hype with it, and now we're going to show you guys as some new characters and also sneak peeks at episodes 1 and 2, but you'll be able to see this soon.
He's not the Bat, but he lurks in the night. Half of him is normal, and the other's a fright. Who am I?
What good are your plans, Enigma, if nobody can understand them?
Ah, Mr. Face. Nice to see you this evening. How are you doing?
50-50? So are these the plans?
Yes, and I've been working long and hard on them.
Alright, what do we got?
Where do superheroes and villains meet, and no one is astonished by this feat? We'll make an appearance, and people will cheer. And we'll give them a bang bang and something to fear.
Finally. Long Beach Comic-Con will be ours.
Not on our watch.
The league is going under. They're dropping like flies.
Chasing these electric surges for over 3 months.
I know.
And all we've gotten is Jack with the side of squat.
So this is all a production of Comic Book Studios, who support and help produce the Young Justice Abduction series. Colin Bass is the brainchild, who already been doing some already fan-made videos of his own work, and then Young Justice disappears off the air. You just couldn't handle it.
I can take it.
Flavor of love. You know, these guys have put together the episodes. We've got a little peek of 3, so sit tight for that. But where's the passion come from? They think that really puts you to do all this. So much work goes into making especially a video of scripts and scheduling and all this stuff. Where's that passion coming from?
I think all of us should answer this, but my personal answer is I love the comic book industry. All of you people here right now are why I'm doing this. Just the fact that I can say, yeah, I play Nightmare on Young Justice and I write it, that's something I've always wanted to do. So I grew up loving this whole world, and the fact that I'm embraced in it now is just so exciting. And that's for me, that's my answer.
Where's the passion coming from? Why do you do what you do?
For me personally, my character, I definitely grew up watching that animated series, reading comics, and that's where a lot of my inspiration.
You know, me, Colin, and Sean, we sat next to our community pool one night when we had a blackout, and Colin actually threw out the idea to start making these series, and we were all on board. We were like, yeah, let's do it, and it just turned into something crazy, you know. It really did. We did it for fun. We still do it for fun. We love doing it, and that's got to be my inspiration, is him writing everything and then getting the script and then acting everything out and just getting the reactions from the fans, and just all the feedback is amazing. So I like, that's what I like about it.
Yeah, I got to continue with Brett on that, because from the original series that we did, the Crimson Blur, the Quest Web series, I mean, that was all original work. And it's a lot more interesting doing something that people immediately recognize you for, and you get that recognition, and then to do it like we're doing it from a small startup, but also doing it with all of our hearts. I mean, I'm not the big comic book reader, but I've had to learn so much about this entire industry and everybody's ideas and what they love and what they like about it, and that's been a lot of fun to get to learn about all this stuff, because a lot of you guys grew up with it, and I love movies and I've liked the movies, but getting into the comics, getting into all that stuff in depth, it's nice to see where everybody is really into this industry. It's a lot of
You guys
fun.
should know this. We definitely do our research. We go back and we read full series of comics, we Wikipedia, we go all out. Personally, I like to go back and watch every live-action version. I kind of see what I can do to get to their level. That's one thing that I try to keep learning. So by the Justice of getting abducted, the sidekicks have to step up. And what I wanted to make clear was that there's no defined team. Young Justice was formed, but it was disbanded. We're going to put together whoever we can to save the Justice League. And that's where we kind of are right now. We're piecing things together. And one thing about both of my shows is that we are constantly trying to improve. And when we improve, we get more people interested. I'm happy to announce that we have a few characters here that are going to be showing up in the show. Can I give you guys a shout out right now? We got Carl over here. He's going to be playing Lex Luthor. I'm very scared. Then we got Terrence over here, who's going to be taking Green Lantern. You'll see both of these characters will be in episode 3. And I'm also happy to announce that I've been in negotiations with a certain Bruce Wayne for episode 4. We'll get back to you on that, but it's going to be really sick. And so from there, we're just trying to piece it all together. And every last 5 seconds, kind of like Walking Dead, last 5 seconds, something gnarly happens. And we've slowly figured out more and more about what exactly is going on. So without Batman, without Nightwing, this new Robin was trained by none other than Batgirl. So you know, it's going to be a new type of fighting style. It'll be pretty sick. So if we could play episode 3, the beginning of episode 3. You're supposed to have it. Dude, are you serious? Yeah. Okay, I swore I put it in my utility belt. I swore I did. Oh no!
Oh, bird boy! You're so much fun now.
Can someone get this guy out of here?
Whoa. No, I already said. I like his stuff.
You know. What? You know, there's always little things missing from it.
Like what?
Me!
Okay, we don't want any trouble. I just want to play the beginning of episode 3.
I like this guy's
You're
stuff.
not going to get it.
Oh, thank God, it's Batman! I'm with you, Batman. Did you get it? It's gonna be okay, people. We got the first clip of episode 3, thanks to Batman.
Good. Nice form. You're getting better.
Thanks. So, what was the old Robin like?
He was really brave. Too brave for his own good.
Do you think he's out there somewhere?
I don't know. But if he's out there alive somewhere, I know he's trying to come home.
Look at this amateur, wearing my suit. Using my name. Let's see if he's worthy. Well, he's definitely sneaky.
So you're the new guy, huh? Let's see what you've got.
Remember, you're just trying to scare him.
Stay down if you know what's good for you.
Hey, Babs.
When did you get back? You were gone for over a month.
Last week. I'm sorry
Save it! Where did you go? Bullock said you were abducted with Bane.
To be perfectly honest, I don't even know where I went. Or how I even got back.
But how could you do something so stupid? You could have died.
Listen, I'm sorry, but I didn't want to jeopardize the last of the team. But Barb, it's okay. It's alright. I'm here. I'm safe.
One thing I gotta fill you guys in on, if you're wondering what the heck was happening with Nightwing at the end, why is it all bright and shiny? In episode 1, we had Bane lose to a fight against Superboy and Robin teaming up. And right when he was about to lose, Womp gets abducted out of nowhere. So it's supposed to be a mystery, but if you guys are wondering like how random that was, if you don't see episode 1, it's the abduction happening.
That's why we call it Young Justice Abduction. Yep. Because heroes everywhere just disappearing. Who loves a sidekick?
I love sidekicks.
Yeah,
They're
great.
cool. Sidekicks are great.
Shout out some of your favorite sidekicks. Doesn't matter the publication.
Kid Flash.
Who?
Oh,
There you go.
Be pandering to this panel.
I'm not a sidekick.
Who else got some favorite sidekicks? Ernie. I would agree with that.
I like Sesame Street.
Sesame Street, yeah.
Yeah, in 3rd grade, I would dress up in my Batman Forever Robin costume after school and keep my neighborhood safe. It's all I knew, other than back in Adam West, but I wasn't going to wear that. So after school, I'd go and protect the neighborhood. So one day, my mom gets this call from my 3rd grade teacher and says, "Mrs. Bass, I'm sorry to call you like this, but I'm worried that your son has a personality disorder. All of his homework assignments are about Robin. All of his art assignments are Robin. I'm worried he really thinks that he's Robin." And my mom's like, no, he's just passionate. He just loves it. So the rest of my 3rd grade year, I could not make a homework assignment about Robin. Can you believe that?
Should have been Two-Face.
That would have been way worse.
More complex.
Yeah. 2 homework assignments for everyone.
Every assignment, you do it twice.
So
one terrible, one great.
that was my.
So the production of making a fan series you guys have done, Young Justice you guys have done, Crimson Blur, which is another one you guys should all check out. The behind the scenes. What's your favorite part about the behind the scenes aspect of spending countless hours for 5 minutes of footage?
That is such a good question. Can someone else take this while I think real quick?
Randy.
You're Brett.
Well, I think my favorite part is there is a lot of funny things that go down behind the scenes.
We laugh pretty hard.
Yeah, we usually have a good time. The last time we were filming for episode 3, it was freezing cold outside. Like maybe, I don't know, 50 degrees. But even in our suits, it was so cold. And just the whole time we're all like shivering, and Colin like cracks a joke about Batman Forever or something.
Something like that. You got to keep it light.
Something to do with the bat nips?
Yes.
Yeah, that's what it was.
It's cold out.
My nips were just showing through my suit.
It's real, apparently.
That wasn't part of the suit. It was just really cold fighting Mr. Freeze.
So yeah, there's always little things that just happen on the spot that you don't expect, and sometimes they work better than what we initially planned. So it's always a surprise.
Absolutely.
Yeah, like Rebecca said, we always have a good time when we're filming with each other, and when the camera's not rolling, we're cracking jokes, laughing, all this stuff, and sometimes when it's time to film, we can't stop laughing. And we have plenty of outtakes of us just not being able to nail our lines because we're still laughing about what just happened. And I don't know, it's just good to be with your friends, the people you love, and do something you love to do. And, I mean, that's really why we.
Me falling's pretty fun, right? I think I've gotten hurt the most.
Oh yeah, I've thrown him into more bushes.
Do you see these? These went into my leg during episode 3.
It's really sharp.
I'm okay though, don't worry.
Yeah, one of the best things that tends to pay off, like especially when we're behind the scenes, is we get to do choreography a lot of times because we're practicing the fights, and usually, we're being a little light while we're doing it, and the lightness adds to what we end up eventually doing. For instance, like with Robin and you fighting, which we'll get to see later on. A lot of those scenes were improvised after you've worked through your main choreography because we're having fun while we're doing our behind the scenes. And to bring up Crimson Blur again, I think there's that famous one that we had where you're coming down a hill, Sean gives you a one line, and I think it took you 20 takes because we kept laughing the moment Sean said his line.
It's really hard
pretty
to
funny.
film with Harvey Bullock.
Yeah, Harvey Bullock is a comic genius.
I probably write one sentence down and then he just improvs it. Like you guys saw that line, like Hedgehog with super speed. That was the one line I wrote. The rest of that he just did on his own. It was amazing. I don't know how he does it. I need my word for word, and then like I think I'll add in an here. That's as far as I go.
Dramatic pause.
Totally, yeah. It's all about pauses sometimes.
I want to know who Bullock loves there at the end of that phone conversation.
Oh, you'll meet her. No, I'm just kidding. It's the operator for Gotham Police Department.
With
She's hot.
GCPD?
She's really good looking. We'll meet her.
I was wondering how you wrote it. Like, how did you think of the storyline as
Well, honestly, I was just being realistic. We had the sidekicks. We don't really have that many Justice League members at our disposal. And so from there, we just kind of edited and adapted and just made it work for the story. So I thought, what villain is out there that is strong enough to abduct Superman? And if anyone knows, then that person is a good guess. And we're definitely
Young Justice had a huge cast, especially season 2. Just the floodgates open up, and so that's another thing that's getting reflected into this series. Is a lot of different heroes and villains are coming in through the story and helping everything develop and move along.
Definitely, and we're going to keep that momentum up. So right when you're like, they have too many characters, we'll probably get some more characters.
That's one of the best parts is by having access, just by it being Young Justice itself, we don't have to pick from just one universe. We get them all.
Yeah.
How we want it.
We can make our own universe.
Exactly.
That's
That's
the fun
it.
stuff at all. Yeah. And I love the fact that this universe, I can make my own version of Robin going into Nightwing, which is who's going to take the Boy Wonder seriously? You know, the line from episode 2.
I don't.
He told her, he's like, yeah, ditch that Christmas album. And so from there, it just was time to kind of form my own transformation, which I thought it was by default, it was by necessity. And by needing that, he has to go darker, which is why it's kind of a Batman-esque suit. And then from there, we can go even further and just let him develop by himself.
Well, it makes way more sense considering Robin was just the distraction for Batman, right?
That's mean, but yeah.
I can see Robin in the shadow. I can't see Batman.
Yeah, those are some bright
There's
times.
a reason why I shoot at him.
I can't argue with that. Help, please?
San Diego's great. We've got the San Diego Comic-Con. But honestly, it's kind of bright. It's kind of too bright to be Gotham. Gotham has one street light, and it only silhouettes a boy and his 2 dead parents. All it's good for.
That was pretty messed up, too.
So why don't you give us some teasers as to what we're going to see for the rest of the season of Young Justice Abduction?
Gladly. Well, as you saw at the end of episode 2, Nightwing got abducted, and that abduction is going to be a big mystery in all of our lives for a while. And as it comes to play out, you're going to see that there's a reason why we kept it secret. The team is being formed together, finally, and I don't mean that just in the universe, I mean in real life too. We're finally getting our footing in, and episode 2's opened a lot of doors for us, so it's just like finally solidifying all the team members we want. And my main thing is get the heroes settled first, because they're going to have to go up against a big villain who we kind of don't stand a chance against yet. Thankfully, Superboy's there. And as the heroes are coming together, we realize that the villains have already been together, and that this whole plan has been in action for a long time. We reveal who's pulling the strings. Luther is a big step in it, but he's not the only one. And we're just going to keep including new characters. We're working on some Green Lantern graphics right now, which is looking sick. We got Zatanna coming, which is going to open up a lot of doors just because the whole magic aspect, it's just, as a writer, it's a lot of fun. I'm sure Blue Beetle knows when magic is in play, we can do whatever the heck we want, and it's beautiful. So one thing I saw in this comic is Zatanna just puts her palm on Batman and suits him up, just boom, like that. I definitely want to do that in this season. And then so from there, I do have like a master plan, but as you can see in our episodes, we're getting new characters, new graphics, new props, just about every month. So you can't
Every
really
episode improves on every level as we go.
Thank you, and I'm going to try to keep doing that as long as I live. And so from there, we're just I have like the basic outline, but when we get these new additions or unfortunately subtractions, we're going to adapt and just make it happen. So the main thing is Justice League's being abducted, Nightwing got abducted on purpose, and Batgirl's forming the new team. So I've never seen a story like that, which is why I'm having so much fun writing it. So I hope you guys enjoy it too, and it's just going to get bigger and better, and I promise you that.
That's what's fun about doing these things, is being able to put your own spin and like write. I mean, Colin, when it comes to writing, he's a genius, and every time I read over the episodes,
when it comes to choking me, you're a genius.
Episode 3 is going to be coming out probably within the next month.
Yeah, that'll be my Christmas present to you guys.
So absolutely make sure that everybody subscribes to Comic Book Studios.
Thank you so much for coming. This is my first panel.